We have breaking news this transfer deadline day out of Sheffield Wednesday, as the club announced the signing of 19-year-old Argentine left-back Christian Sosa from Argentine club Racing Club for an initial £10 million. Now, for more on this story, we cross live to local reporter Ernest Topbottom. And Ernest, what can you tell us?
Mate, what else am I going to say? You already said he's a 19-year-old left-back from Argentina. What else am I going to say? Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 6, Episode 9 here at Sheffield Wednesday, and today, two really big games for our season. First up, we host Manchester City in the FA Cup 5th round, and then we are playing Liverpool in the league, and well, it's a very, very important game if we are going to finish in the top 4 for next season. But the big news since last episode, we're in March now, it seems strange to be talking about the January transfer window, but we did make one signing on deadline day. Christian Sosa has come in and joined us from Racing Club, or Racing Club, wherever you say it, in Argentina. Now, we did pay £10 million for this guy, rising up to, I think it was 17. The reason we had to do that is because they didn't really want to sell him. Now, the reason that I was willing to do that is I actually really do rate this guy. Physically, we can see he's quite good. He's strong in the air. Now, we know that we do have a little bit of a weakness defending at the back post at times. That should be able to fix that. What I do like about him as well, good, really high determination, good work rate. So he should, he should be mentally he should be fine for a wing back, and he just has some good. The tackling is good. Marking is okay for a fullback. That will hopefully improve. As I said, he is only 19, but he's a decent dribbler, a decent crosser as well. I think he could be a really good option for us as that left wing back option. Moving forward. Now, we're not really looking to use him this season so much. The reason I got him in January was just so we can put him in the under-23s. He can learn the language, just generally learn to acclimatise and fit in. But yeah, so Christian Sosa has joined us. Let me know what you think of him. And the other thing I did, which was stupid really, but I offered time on a new contract. So he's here. He only wanted 39 grand a week, so I thought, you know what, that's not the worst. It protects his value. We could maybe look to sell him then. Yeah, so we'll see what happens with time on. We've sort of a little bit overloaded for left backs right now with Belyasov and what's his name, Callum Jones as well. So we need to get rid of somebody. It will probably be time on, just because he is not going to get any better, and the other guys are kind of at this level or similar anyway. But yeah, time will tell on that one. That's one for the summer transfer special. But yeah, so we did offer time on another deal, which, as I said, in hindsight, maybe a little silly, but he's still quite a good player. So he'll be good for the rest of this season, if nothing else. Now, that is pretty much everything caught up on that happened off the field. There's one other thing we do need to do, of course, and that is see who we're going to be playing in the next round of the Europa League. The draw's taken place, so let's go see who we got. Alright, it is Europa League second knockout round draw time. Let's see who we're going to get here. This is big. Let's have a look at the other teams in the draw. So it is Bayern Munich, Lazio, Valencia, Aston Villa, Monaco, Hertha Berlin, who could be a dangerous side there actually, AC Alkmaar, ourselves, back up to the top here, Juventus, Milan, Braga, Celtic, Rangers, Lille, Club Brugge, and Getafe. Now, I think, and I could be wrong, but I think we're sort of protected against teams from our own country, so we can't get Villa. Otherwise, this is an open draw. I believe, unless we have to play a team that was a runners-up, which may well be the case. Now I say that out loud, that would make sense, wouldn't it? In which case we would be protected from the likes of Munich, Valencia, and AC Milan. Juventus, however, as a Champions League team, we would not be protected. Juventus, and it is Braga that get them. Munich is still in the draw. AZ Alkmaar get AC Milan. So, I mean, the good teams, the high reputation teams, Bayern Munich has been avoided. Hertha Berlin, no, so we're going to be playing Getafe. Now, they're the other team. They're the sort of lowest other ranked team other than ourselves. So that's not too bad. So there it is. It will be Getafe in the second knockout round of the Europa League. That looks very, very winnable indeed, I have to say. Let me know what you guys think of that in the comments. Now, we've got a few games to catch you up on since last episode. First up, we have to go to the FA Cup replay against Bristol City. We struggled against them at home. Let's see how we did away in the replay. We fell behind in the second half, but Leighton Clarkson played in Petkovic to instantly draw us level. before Marcus Edwards tapped in at the back post to put us in front. Clarkson then extended our lead, before late goals from Schuwaner. Petkovic. And Ross McCrory saw us into the next round. So the first half was, you can see from XG, was kind of poor. We went behind and we just absolutely ran riot. I am beginning to think that wingers is maybe sort of the tide is beginning to turn back towards us playing with wingers. But we just did really, really well once we fell behind. It literally woke us up and, well, again, you can see from the XG counter there was nothing until we went behind, and then there was everything. So that was how we got through the replay, and we of course have Manchester City, as I said. We're hosting them in the first game today. Second game to catch you up on, we go back into the league, and we were playing Leicester City. We went behind early. But Giordano had us level within a minute. Eduardo smashed us into the lead just after half-time, before Jabing crossed for Razzini to seal the points. So this was, to be fair, quite a good performance from us. We played well, we were the better team. Again, falling behind was a slight concern, but we responded well again, instantly level, and then just went on with the job in the second half. So really, really happy to get the 3 points. At home, you'd expect it, but Leicester aren't a bad side, that's for sure. Next up, I ummed and ahed whether we should come back for this one, but ultimately, they're only small fries. They don't really mean anything to us anymore. So it was the derby against Sheffield United. Enjoy the highlights. Eduardo crossed for Razzini to give us the lead, before Belyusov picked out Eduardo's run to seal the points. So a comfortable win, really. You can see they didn't register a shot on target. They offered nothing, as you would expect, because they're hopeless. I shouldn't say that. They're hopeless. Yeah, we just did quite well. Now, one thing to note, this was Samare's 100th. I think it was a league appearance rather than overall appearance, but 100 games for Samare. He's just quietly been a really good player for us in that midfield, hasn't he? But yeah, Eduardo with a nice one. Bellius, everybody played well. It was a very, very nice performance indeed. Final game to catch you up on, we had, same with Bristol City actually, wasn't it? We had back-to-back games. We faced City in the league before we had playing them in the FA Cup. So let's go see how the league game got on. We went behind early and were 2 down late on. Before Lewis Cook headed in a stoppage time consolation. So we were just never in this game whatsoever. Even the goal, it was the last kick of the game. We never really got a chance to even try and put a bit of pressure on them after that. We ended up, you can see, we were a little bit short on strikers for this one. Giordano, I think, was injured, as was, like, not badly, but, and Petkovic were both, had just, like, little knocks and couldn't play. We ended up in the second half, we switched to the wingers formation, and we were a little bit better. You can see from the XG counter there. We did offer a little bit more of a threat, but we were never, ever in this game. We were completely outplayed, which is really, really disappointing. And we did go a little bit more defensive, trying to be solid. But ultimately, you can see Sterling got 2. He was up against Belyusov. And maybe in hindsight, I should have gone with a more defensively solid time on for this one. But there we go. Away from City, losing 2-1 isn't the worst. They're a decent team. Though if we had won that, we would have just got a point back off them, so that's a little bit disappointing. But we still are sitting there third in the league. You can see why the Liverpool game is so important. They are 3 points back of us and outside of the European Champions League spots. We can see all the other draws there. Of course, we play City first up here, and Getafe in the Europa League looks a very, very winnable tie, doesn't it? So let's go see what we're doing here in this FA Cup game against Manchester City. We're expecting a similar sort of formation from them, and this is what we're doing. We're changing it up. We're going to try and catch them out a little bit. So Bev Qua in goal. It's Timon, Murillo, Basia, and Del Prato as the back four. It's McQuaid as the defensive midfielder in behind. A little bit of a role switch for Leighton Clarkson. He's going to go as the deep-lying playmaker. He's got good passing and vision. No reason why he can't do it. And Arentes is going to play in midfield for us a little bit further as the Mazzella again. Passing, vision, work rate. He has it all. Let's hope he has a good game for us. Edwards and Diangana down the wings. Giordano up top. The reason for this is we do need to kind of rotate the squad a little bit. We have Razzini on the bench if we need him, but yeah, to be honest, I don't hold much great hope for this one. So we can see the lineups there. As I said, it is rotated. This is more or less the European squad who's done okay. What do we want to say? Show me what you can do tonight. I think I might get on board with that. Let's point our finger, say they can make the difference, and well, we just need to be a little bit better defensively. And yeah, just taking our chances if and when they come along. So we'll see how it goes. They were so much better than us, and that was with sort of a strong team in the league. So you know, we battered Bristol City in the league, and then had to go to a replay. Maybe we can do something similar here. You never know. Arentes, it's a big test for him to see what he can do. He's one of those guys I really wish we could register in the European squad. We have re-registered the European squad now. We didn't make any changes, so we'll go with the same squad we had. What I think will happen down the line is that because we've signed so many players so young, they will all eventually become club and nation trained, so we should, as they get older, actually have a better squad. Even though we will need to register more of them, they should... What is it from a set piece? I'm sure we did set piece training since last episode a couple of times. Who's missed their header there? Is it Taimon? Taimon should just be marking space at the front post. It's gone in off Arentes, has it? Let's try demand more. Edwards is looking nervous. Edwards is making noise about wanting to leave. The one sort of downside... Oh, it's a header. It's there. Is it bouncing around? Diangana is there. Can he get a second ball in? No, he cannot. The one, I guess, downside towards playing with wingers again is that we've got Diangana over a corner this time. Can we get level before half-time? Oh, it's off the post from Basia. The wingers to the level we need them to be now aren't actually fantastic. Marcus Edwards, where are you here? He's looking anxious. He is okay, but we really, I think, this summer maybe need to look to strengthen in wide areas. I'm going to go with unlucky. There we go. Let's hope that that comes back and is a good talk for us. Let's get these guys that aren't playing well at the back. We just need... yeah, actually, to be fair, a lot of the team aren't actually playing well. Most of the team, you could argue, aren't playing well. Not happy, boys. Not happy. Let's... Is there any defenders left we haven't spoken to? Alright. Got faith in you, boys. Got faith in you if I haven't spoken to you yet. Let's get out there. It is only one goal. We can turn that around in an instant. Of course, we could find ourselves 2-0 down in an instant as well, but that's beside the point. Lukaku wins it off McQuaid. Cross comes in, and just like that... Yeah, we are, well, manufacturing our own downfall here, aren't we? McQuaid gets caught in possession. Good finish. We've got to be closer. I wonder if we should be marking tighter. I don't usually do that. Not that one, this one. And at 2-0 down, we now need to go at them and try and... yeah. Alright, let's try that. See if it makes any difference for us. What can we do differently here? Let's try demand more. Edwards, you're annoying me. Let's get Schuener on. He's anxious as well. Perfect. Can we try a berating? Can we go up the other end? Win it back, McQuaid. No, not on this occasion. Oh, we just look very, very second best, don't we? Have we even had a highlight in this one? We've had a couple of corners, haven't we? Corner in, back post, headed away by Arentes. Is he going to go and pick that up? I think he is. Alright, can we get them on the break? Now, Arentes, very, very good passer of the football. Can he pick one out here? No, is the simple answer there. McQuaid's having a poor day. Let's get him off for McCrory. Clarkson isn't quite working as a deep-lying playmaker. So let's try switching Clarkson and Arentes around. Schuener can be an out-and-out winger now. And I don't see a point the other guys are all sort of first-team players. I don't see a point bringing them on, to be honest. I hate to admit that we're just letting this game slide by, but yeah, we looked better with wingers when we played them last time. We do have a little bit of a striker shortage with the Bruma injury, and that was a horribly, horribly disappointing FA Cup. So there we go. We crash out of the FA Cup. It was just a lackluster performance. I'm wondering if what I need. Yeah, Dean Smith is England manager. Well, there you go. He's having a look at Tymon, McQuaid, Edwards. He wouldn't have liked what he saw from any of them. I'm wondering if the team talk now towards playing these big teams needs to be a little bit different. Anyway, guys, wait right there. We're back to face Liverpool in the league. And, well, this is our season now. Okay, welcome back. We're getting ready to take on Liverpool in the league. We're at Anfield. I finally found the screen where it has the odds and everything, so I'll try and remember to start off on this screen before we go into a game. You can see they have no real selection problems. We're without Petkovic, who I've completely missed and picked up a relatively serious injury here. He's out for another 2 weeks yet, so he's been out for almost a month with Achilles tendonitis, which hopefully isn't going to affect him too badly. But yeah, completely missed that one, so that's why we're a striker shortage even, and Bruma is, well, he's on the comeback trail. He should be fit. We have European football starting up midweek. He should be back for that, so that's going to be a nice little one to get back for us, I think. Let's have a look and see what we're doing here. We're expecting a 4-2-3-1 formation from Liverpool, and this is the team we're sending out. Now, one thing I did want to do is we want to drop Samare back in, and then switch those two around. So this is what we're doing. It's Bavakwa in goal. It's MB and Rivas as the back two. Martinez and Belyasov down the wings. Cook in behind. Samare, Augusto and Eduardo as the Mazzellas. Let's get Eduardo forward. And it's going to be Razzini as a complete forward. I mean, he's the definition of a complete forward, isn't he? So we're going to try him in that role. Let Giordano go up there as the advanced forward, and we'll hopefully put some goals past Liverpool. Okay, so we can see the lineups. Ansu Fati has gone to Liverpool. That happened in January. Yeah, I mean, they're obviously a good team, aren't they? What do we want to say to this? What did I say last time? We've got nothing to lose here. Show what we're capable of. I wonder. Let's give the fans a performance. Let's try that. Yeah, I do wonder if coming against these big teams now, I need to just adapt my team talks. And also, I hope it didn't come out in that FA Cup game that I was just sort of giving up. I did actually put effort into trying to come up with a game plan that would work. And the players I put out were the best, more or less, available for that particular role. You know, McQuaid as the defensive midfielder is actually quite good as a defensive midfielder. So I wasn't completely giving up on the game to focus on this one, but it may appear that way, and that's gone in, and it's Brian Rivas with a 4th of the season. We've taken the lead at Anfield, and that is a wonderful, wonderful thing. In between these two games, I did squeeze in, I took away some rest sessions for them to squeeze in some defensive set pieces and corners training, and maybe they've learnt a thing or two, and they've attacked a nice one there as well. Let's give them some praise, and let's see if we can keep going. And well, we've only had one shot, but it's ended up in the back of the net. What else do we need to do here? They're playing with inside forwards. That's okay. We are defending narrow anyway to try and deny them space through the middle of the park even. I mean, it's not a classic, but we are 1-0 up, and, well, so far so good. Now I get to ruin everything in the halftime team talk, and be horribly disappointing in the second half. What do we say to this? It's difficult to say that we're unhappy with it, but some of these match ratings aren't spectacular. I wonder if things are going well, you're capable of better. If we pump our fists and say that, we'll finger point and say, oh, we're changing things up, and say we have faith in them. Now, if you're going just off their reactions, you'd say that's been a success. Now, let's see how that translates onto the field here for us. We've got another corner, Eduardo to take. Ball in. Decent. Oh, it's going to go in again, and Brian Rivas is on a hat-trick. A 5th goal of the season. We're now 2-0 up in front of the Kop. We'll give them some more praise, and, well, we're destroying them from a corner. Rivas 2, Liverpool 0. And our big Colombian centre-back is making a hero of himself. He stands over a free kick now. There for Eduardo. Back to Rivas Cook. That was a little bit too close there, boys. Forward to Razzini. That's a wonderful pass for Giordano. It's there for Razzini. No, it just wouldn't quite fall for him. But more promising signs. We could probably go off of attacking. Let's just be positive now. Let's give them some more praise. They're looking inspired. They're delighted. And here we go. Can we win this back? Razzini's in the vicinity. Putting pressure on them high up the pitch. This is what we want to do. They want to try and pass out of the back. We want to try and stop them doing that. There's the ball forward. And keep your shape. Martinez has picked up a knock. Oh, Fatty's in and he has got it straight into Bavakwa's hands. The right back up. It's kind of Ross McCrory, isn't it? Let's hope he can do a decent job out there for us. The other option would be Jabing, and Jabing would be a nice attacking fullback. He can actually play there, but he's not obviously the defensive man we want on the field at this point in time. Header away, up towards Giordano. Can he hold the ball up for us? He can. Here we go with Belyasov. Giordano's got a bit of space in front of him. If Belyasov's got some space as well, Belyasov drives into it, and the less said about that, the better. Still 2-0. Lewis Cook isn't having a great game. Luckily for him, and we've got a corner to defend. Remember your training, boys. We did. Well done, Rivas. Heads it away. It comes back in, but it is wide. Let's give them a focus, perhaps. They're overwhelmed, but sometimes you've just got to hear things you don't want to hear. Another corner. Again, boys, remember the training. We worked on this in training. Come on, it's 2-1 with 5 minutes to play. And we're going to make some more changes. Augusto's having a poor game in there. Let's get Leighton Clarkson on to play against his former club. The strikers haven't really had too much to do. Oh, how many men do you want? There's 3 of them there. And we couldn't win the header. Another highlights. Oh, Jesus Christ. We're not going to throw this away. We're going to do another Spurs. Rivas down the line for McCrory. Forward to Razzini. Back to McCrory. There's a nice little ball for Eduardo. Back to McCrory. Can he cross? Can he cross? I don't know if he can. I don't think he can. He's got Eduardo with him. He finds him. Eduardo pulls it back to Cook. Back to Eduardo. Nice ball. Clarkson and Leighton Clarkson in front of the cop. In front of his former club. Have given us the points. It's 3-1. And Leighton Clarkson, well done. And well done, Ross McCrory, playing sort of out of position. He's more of a defensive midfielder centre-back, but he's playing real right wing-back. He's done okay there. And Leighton Clarkson at the near post gives us a 3-1 lead with just minutes to go. They're going to feel a little bit robbed, aren't they, having had 19 shots to our 7 and be 3-1 down. But they are 3-1 down, and we've gone to Anfield, and we have picked up a massive, massive win in our season. We've kind of mugged them off a little bit, but that's okay. We'll take that. Very, very happy with that, boys. That makes up for Man City. I mean, it kind of does. We're out of the cup. But that's a really, really big result. Look at that. 6 points now. We're ahead of them with just their 9 games to play. So young Sheffield Wednesday shine against Liverpool. Klopp is disappointed, and Martinez is not out for too long. Eduardo is just 3 assists, just developing into a wonderful, wonderful player. And Jesus is spotted at Anfield. It always makes me giggle. Very, very funny. Jesus is watching MB, and, well, he would have liked what he saw, I think, because we defended not too badly there, even though we did concede again from a corner, which is beginning to get troubling. But a quick look at how everything stands, and it's going well, isn't it? It's looking as though European football, or Champions League football, is going to be returning to Hillsborough next season. And that will do it for today. If you have enjoyed that, bit disappointing in the FA Cup, not to even really lay a glove on them, but much, much better at Anfield. And look at that, we had a sellout against City as well in our new 55-seat capacity stadium. We did the same thing against Sheffield United in the derby. So, yeah, good to see us. Maybe we need a new stadium. Maybe we are going to have to look to move elsewhere. But anyway, that'll do it for today. If you have enjoyed that, thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. We'll be back next time. It will be a Europa League doubleheader. It'll be Getafe, home and away. We'll play over the Arsenal game. And hopefully, well, we'll get ourselves into the quarterfinals of the Europa League as well. Take care.